Hello, my name is Six. I have a hat. I'm sixandhishat, and welcome to the continuing tour of the survival server. I'm just going to go and cook some food because I'm going to die otherwise. So I'm just in Phoenix Ash's tower, and I killed one of the pigs that had escaped, and we shall get this on the go. I'm also going to pause the video a minute just because there's a lot of noise in the house at the moment. So when I come back, there will be cooked pork and we can carry on. So here I have some food so I can continue the tour, because otherwise I would have conked out on the floor. So let's go back up to the train station at Phoenix Ash's tower, which is another couple of floors up. Sorry if you're getting dizzy, I know I am. It's also daytime now, which is kind of good because these videos have been using a lot of food. So let's go back to... I've gone the wrong way. That wouldn't have been a good idea. To the Mooshrooms and the ruined castle. So this is one of my more arty castles. Also on the way we'll notice that the world ends and begins because one of the chunks didn't transfer over to 1.7 correctly, so it goes 16, 17, 16, and there's some horrible looking cliffs, but I imagine they're on a lot of survival servers now, so let's speed up the video.
Go. Rock is dead, Rock is dead, Rock is dead, Rock is dead. Talk to my friend, that's what he said. Is Rock still around?
So we're going through some of the nicely generated land, and here we are. Here's my abandoned castle. It's not going to go any further than that. It's basically a finished project, although it might not look it. But it's meant to be abandoned anyway, so let's pop out here and have a look. Pop. I'm going to go at the top. This is where the original path was. As you can see, it's kind of cobblestoney with the stone brick corners and spruce edging, which I think looks quite nice. There's also quite a few snowmen. Forgot about them. This is because when I first built the castle, it was just a castle, and then of course 1.7 came in and a snow line appeared and it started snowing on top. So I got a bit excited when that happened and built loads of snowmen. So that also needed to be water, and I can't put torches on top of that yet. So here it is. It's just a kind of bog standard Minecraft castle. I tried to put some detailing in the corners, but it was a fairly swift and quick together. There you go. That's how my brain works. A fairly swift project. Just a nice balcony to look out over there. Nothing else on this floor at all. And then we wander up. And we have a few columns to support the roof because that's how I like to do things. This is now ugly. I can't remember whether it was ever not ugly. I think it was always ugly, but in my mind, before I built it, it looked quite good. So let's just go up into the corner tower. And you can go in here as well, onto this level. And I was just basically playing around with having not a messy castle, but a castle that just fitted the land that was underneath it. That's basically my only design spec. So let's go right the way to the top, and then we can just look out over here. So fairly high, just a plain boring castle really. If we go right down to the bottom though, it actually goes below where we started. So this is where we came in, and then we have the library underneath, because there was a village nearby and I nicked all their books. And I'm going to take some of this back to the main house, especially that lapis. I'm always running out of lapis. Blue is my favourite colour in the game by far. And by far, you'll see what I mean by the tower. And I'm going to nick the iron, and I'm going to nick some more of this coal because there's tons of it. I'll show you where that came from in a little while. Just a chest with some more books. And that's about it. We go down to the lower level here. It's kind of the garden area where we came in. I quite like this courtyard. I didn't have glass in it originally, and I still might take it away. And down into the basement area, which I'm not sure whether I'm going to dig out or not. And in this corner we have the nether portal, because it takes ages to get here, and it was much easier to chuck a portal in there so I can get back through the nether, which of course is a lot quicker. So that's that little castle. However, if we go over to the very well lit water elevator, it has to be well lit. Actually, before we do that, it has to be well lit, that water elevator, or else it will freeze. Over here we have a train track extending north that doesn't go anywhere yet. It just kind of stops as soon as you get to 1.7 generated land and no further. Nice roofs on the way and some kind of detail underneath. Spent a bit of time on that compared to the other ones. I found basically a ring of hills, and I thought it'd be nice to join them up and have a an area which had a type of wood in each corner. So this is obviously when you only had 4 types of tree, but you've got the jungle wood, you've got the lighter colour wood, you've got the oak wood, and over here you've also got oak. Ooh, I nearly fell off then. Concentrate on what you're doing. So maybe I'll just use 3 types of wood. I thought I had a sprucey corner. Maybe this one was meant to be the spruce and it wasn't big enough. I can't remember. I say there's quite an old project, as you can tell by the length of the vines. So yeah, it's just kind of a bit of a different project for me. I've not built much like that before. I had one on the Wonderment server before it... sorry, the public Wonderment server before that got taken away, which I was quite enjoying building, but there you go, these things happened. And then finally we have, in the easterly direction, my first Mooshroom island. So this was the objective. I forgot to say, in the middle of that area there's a very, very deep mine. It goes down to bedrock, and it also extends out quite a bit, which is where all the coal and various other bits came across. We'll pop back to that in a minute. There's also a few other bits. So let's just see the Mooshrooms Island, and we'll see that on the way back. So let's speed up the video again.
Bottle of Jack, Mercury Fred, Muscle Car, Grateful Dead, Lord of the Rings, Zeppelin the Lead, Devil's Tattoo, Ratchet Fred, it's all over. Rock and roll is dead. Take it home.
And as it's 1.7, I started off with the kind of cayenne glass there, and I thought it looked nice, which is regrettable because the only way you can make blue is from lapis, which is very, very rare. And then as we're going along, this 1.7 chunk ends and the 1.6 world begins again, even though this did continue all the way through in 1.6. For some reason I lost the chunk when 1.7 came out, so I just replaced it, the track, and built a little place to stop. Which, as you can see, left some rather weird walls. Bit odd looking, but I suppose all survival servers have got them. So let's speed up the video just till I get to the Mooshrooms Island, which isn't too far away now. Not far at all. So we are getting very, very close now. The reason I came all the way out here was because I'd seen videos on YouTube and I'd heard of the little islands. So all I did was headed due east until I found one. And I found one 4,000 blocks from spawn. So here it is. I gathered up a whole ton of wheat. I built a temporary bridge over the other side of the island, and then I dragged them back, building a temporary pen night by night until I had some back at spawn. I only managed to get 2 back out of the original 10 that I started dragging, so it's a little bit close. And then just bred them and bred them and bred them. So here it is. I've since obviously improved this slightly. It was just a pen and nothing else, but I've got enough to live off now, as it were. And some various bits and pieces in here. I quite like these. It's the planter is surrounded by the wood from the tree which is planted in it. I don't think that's going to grow because there's things too near, so let's just get rid of that bone meal. That got blown up, but I think it looks quite nice. I think it's quite effective. And again, this one is too close. Now this is a proper bridge I built later on, but I did just have a 1 wide bridge, which is why there's loads of mooshrooms in the middle of the sea. They got left behind. There's also some weird chunk areas where if you swim down around the coast here, you drop through an area of air. It's kind of underwater cubes of air, which is a bit weird. And when I was here, I had some kind of explosion there by the look of it. That wasn't when I was here either. I wish people would tell me when things explode in my houses, because that's a chest as well. Oh. Bother. Bother. That's a pain. I'm not going to clean it up now. Actually, I'm going to clean up some of it because there's quite a lot of stuff in there that I'd like. Some more lapis, yes. You'll see why I like lapis so much when we get back to the main tower and do that video. And let's ditch the dirt. Of which there is lots. I don't need that clay either. In fact, I do need that clay. What am I doing? Rebuild the blinking floor. Grr. Melon seeds, all sorts of values. So let's just chuck all this in here. And that. How terribly annoying. I'll speed this up for you so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me put stuff in a chest. Okay, so let's tidy that up. Really disappointed with that. But there you go. People don't tell you things, such is life. And then we have a little watchtower in the corner here as well. So you can get up on the roof and just have a quick look out. There was a big fat tower there, but I got rid of it because it was hideously ugly. And some grass, because there is no grass. So I had to bring that all the way over on a land bridge, which has since disappeared from the mainland, but the mainland's not very far away at all, really. It's just over the other side of the bridge there. We'll have a wander over in a minute. And then, of course, the obligatory let's go down to Bedrock tunnel, because I needed some stone and various other bits. So that goes out to a big fat ravine. Sorry, not ravine. Hole. That one I dug with explosion, and I've forgotten about that, if I'm honest. But it's certainly dug with explosions. So that goes down and over there. So nothing particularly special, but I like to show you these things because in the survival world, people often ask where you get your stone where you get your coal, where you get your iron. So if you haven't got things like this, it becomes very difficult to believe that people have just found it. And I've had a few instances when I've gone on survival servers and there's been quite a lot of gold and diamonds, and nobody can ever seem to explain where they came from. So what we're going to do now is fast forward and go back to the abandoned castle, and we'll have a quick look around there, and then that'll be the end of this video. So again, play the fast forward, put your teeth in, play the fast forward music. One thing that's worth pointing out here as well is that I'm using fraps, and when you're using fraps, world rendering is very slow. You'll notice that as I'm travelling along, it can only just keep up. That does improve in the new patches that haven't been released yet, that are still in kind of beta testing. Oh my god. I don't know why that happened. I'm going to have to go back and pick up all that iron. So there's going to be some serious fast forwarding. I shot an arrow from a minecart and it threw me out the minecart and I died. Ugh. Fast forward time. So anyway, whilst we're here, I'll show you what I was going to show you and then end the video. So let's go downstairs. I've got enough protection to walk around without worrying too much about dying, I hope. Let's just plop down. So here we have a little tunnel that goes through. On the other side of this we have a mine system. Sorry, a cave system. I keep calling them mine systems, I'm not quite sure why. Which pops out over here. I'm going to ignore the creeper that I just passed. Let's just speed the video up a bit. And here we have the mudroom, which is the centre of a I'm not quite sure what you call it. I suppose that is actually a mine system, isn't it? So let's nick the lapis from there and the coal. Whilst I'm here, might as well. The other stuff's probably died. And go back upstairs. And as I was saying in the earlier video, earlier in this video even, there's a lot of survival servers that don't seem to have any mines or cave systems that have been explored or anything like that. So I'll just show you very quickly the one in the middle, which was used to build that castle. And then we can go and get my stuff and end this video. I'm really annoyed that that blew up. Sorry, not blew up, fell off a blinking minecart track. I still can't understand that, but there you go. So in the middle here we have a big fat tunnel right down to bedrock. This one has lovely stairs and a few areas that splinter off to go down to various cave systems. And goes right down to the bedrocks, as you can see. And I think without that kind of evidence on a survival server, I don't trust them. It's some of the servers you see, absolutely incredible. and then you realise that they've done it all in creative. There's nothing wrong with doing it creative, just don't claim it's in survival. So let's go and get the rest of my kit. Oh my lord, what is wrong with me today? I think I need to get a bit more patient. Okay, let's try this one more time and not die this time. Okay, here we go. Finally. So apart from the obvious don't jump off of very high places, if you have any comments, questions or suggestions, please leave them below. Please also like the videos if you like them. And I shall see you in the next video.